Hi everyone, Sol here. In this video, I am going to introduce a new in-game system that will be arriving with Tuesday update, the Battle Scar. First, however, since I learned my lesson in the bingo event, this video is recorded on the test server, so all information included is subject to change before the update is introduced on live servers. Also, values presented here are sometimes approximate and it's possible they don't correspond exactly to the in-game ones. This can also happen due to rounding. Now, without further wait, let's get a look at the new system. It can be found in the new Training tab, which now also contains artifacts and emblem tabs, as it replaced them in the main interface. This system is fairly complicated, at least at the beginning. It has some features that could be found in artifacts and Genesis slate, but it's also completely different in other aspects. It features many items called battle scars that appear in 4 different qualities: green, blue, purple, and orange. The quality is fixed for each item and cannot be upgraded, the same as for the artifacts. The data I collected shows that there are currently 163 battle scars, but only 154 are currently obtainable in-game. At this point, I don't know if the other 9 will be available via special events, other means, or even removed before the update goes live. Out of the available 154 battle scars, there are 19 green, 25 blue, 42 purple, and 68 orange. Each battle scar provides a bonus to 2 of the hero's attributes, as well as a bonus to units of a specified faction or class: offensive, defensive, charging, ranged, or caster. As a unique feature, orange battle scars can provide a global bonus, not limited to any faction or class. The bonuses provided by battle scars appear in a symmetrical way, meaning that if a unit stat is granted, then the same battle scar gives a stat that can be interpreted as the opposite of the first one. The bonuses are unit HP percentage, unit attack percentage, tenacity, critical hit, accuracy and dodge, critical damage and critical damage reduction, block and pierce, and unit damage and unit damage reduction. Green battle scars give a bonus to hero knowledge and intelligence starting at 1 point, and a unit HP and attack bonus for a specific faction starting at 0.9%. This is actually a good time to include a new dictionary in case the descriptions are not fixed before the update goes live. Some entries are more straightforward than others, but are given for completeness sake. So corps are obviously units, barrier is rampart, point is stronghold, port, cove, cemetery, necropolis, elemental, conflux, attack, offensive, assault, charging, shooter, ranged, and magic caster. Back to the blue battle scars. They provide a hero bonus with the same value as green quality, but majority of them feature attack and defense instead of intelligence and knowledge. When it comes to the unit bonus, They also give unit HP and attack percentage, but with double the value of green quality starting at 1.8%. There are 5 blue battle scars that provide bonuses to unit classes, one each, instead of factions. Situation is somewhat different with purple battle scars. First, they provide a balanced spread of hero attributes, some of them giving attack and defense, and others giving intelligence and knowledge. The bonuses start at 2 and rise a little higher than green and blue quality, which we will see later. Purple battle scars also provide 2 pairs of unit bonuses each, and there are 2 possible arrangements. It's either accuracy and dodge and critical damage reduction, or tenacity and critical hit and unit HP and attack percentage. There are now 15 battle scars that buff unit class instead of a faction. However, faction buffs have triple the value of class buffs. We can see here that accuracy and dodge start at 9 with critical damage at 0.8%. This is buff for assault corps, so charging units. And here we have the same buff for Inferno units with 27 accuracy and dodge and 2.2% critical damage. You can see that this is not exactly 3 times the previously stated 0.8, and there are probably some roundings done, so maybe it is not 0.8 critical damage for the class, but maybe 0.75 or something like that. We also have this forest hunting bow, and the bonuses here start at 1.6 tenacity and 2.2% unit HP and unit attack. Orange battle scars are the most complicated of the bunch. First, due to their number, and second, due to bonus values that can differ wildly between 2 items, even for the same stat. Contrary to the previous qualities, hero attributes given follow a different pattern. Some of the battle scars give the 2 offensive attributes, attack and intelligence, and some give the 2 protective attributes, defense and knowledge. There are a few exceptions to this rule, and the bonus value starts at 4 for each attribute. Note that at the moment there are some orange battle scars like here that have one of the hero attributes bonus halved for some reason. At this point I cannot tell whether it is by design or whether it is a bug. For unit bonus, all orange battle scars provide a unit damage and unit damage reduction, and on top of that each one gives 1 more pair of bonuses. It's either critical damage and critical damage reduction, block and pierce, or tenacity and critical hit, which is unfortunately not visible here. There are 7 orange battle scars that exclusively provide only a global bonus to all units and are not limited to any faction or class. On top of that, all the other orange battle scars give a global bonus, you can see it here, equal to a quarter of the respective faction or class bonus. Overall, there are some differences on which bonuses are obtained by each faction or class. For example, Tower does not have any green battle scars and loses some unit HP attack percentage. Some factions trade tenacity critical hit bonuses for block and penetration, while others do the reverse. The differences do not seem overwhelming at that time and are of course subject to change if new battle scars are added to the game. Now for the fun part, the bonus values I mentioned so far are obtained when a battle scar is activated in the collection at rank 0 or 0 star. Each battle scar can be upgraded up to rank 6 or 6 star by using battle scars of the same name as upgrade materials. This cost is the same for green, blue, purple and orange qualities. Upgrading the rank 1 to 1 and 2 costs the same as battle scar activation, 1 piece each. The next 3 ranks cost 2 pieces each, and the final 6th rank costs 3 pieces. This means that we need 12 battle scar items of the same name to get the battle scar from nothing or not activated to 6 star. The rank increases both the hero attribute bonus and the unit bonus. For blue and green battle scars, each consecutive rank adds 1 point to each attribute up to 7 at rank 6. For purple quality, in addition to 2 points at rank 0, we get 1 additional point per rank until 4 star and then 2 points per rank for a total of 10 at rank 6. For orange battle scars, the bonuses are double the ones of purple quality. As I have already mentioned, there are some orange items that have one of their hero attributes with maximum bonus of 11, and in this case progression is similar to the purple quality. Regarding the unit bonuses, they are based on a straightforward multipliers to the initial value. 0 rank is our base with multiplier 1, and then the multiplier increases by 1/2 at each rank for the next 3 ranks. After that, it is increased by 0.75 for 2 ranks, and the 6th rank adds 1. We can see that this system makes rank 3 not particularly appealing, since we get the same increase as the previous 2 ranks for double the cost. In the end, activating a battle scar and upgrading it to rank 2 gives the biggest return in terms of unit stat increase for the number of components. Now, this was all a lengthy introduction to the battle scar, but an important question remains, how do we obtain the battle scars? And the answer is, we need to find treasure. This is the treasure hunting screen where 2 treasure hunting zones are open, the Vortex of Time and the Battle for the Divine Sword. According to the rules, 2 zones will be open each week, and they will reset just as other features such as artifact hotspot or spell prayer do. The vortex of time seems to be available every week. It is a zone in which all currently available battle scars can be found. If you press the spyglass here, you can see the list of all battle scars available in the zone. If you then press a battle scar, then you will be able to see all its bonuses given, but at rank 6. The other, second weekly zone is chosen from the following: Battle for the Divine Sword, focusing on Rampart and Stronghold factions; Battle of Restoration, focusing on Castle and Inferno factions; Magic and the Black Dragon, focusing on Tower and Dungeon factions; Freedom and Order, focusing on Cove and Conflux factions; and Silence of the Wild, focusing on Necropolis and Fortress. All items that give a bonus to the specific faction can be found in their corresponding zone. For example, Rampart affiliated battle scars are only in the Battle for the Divine Sword zone. Unit class affiliated and global only battle scars are split between different zones. When the feature was released on the test server, the game offered free 10 treasure hunts in the vortex of time zone. Moreover, we get one free daily treasure hunt in the same zone. There are no free treasure hunts available in the other zones. We can actually do a single pull now, and we rolled one green battle scar. Other than that, it is possible to treasure hunt for diamonds. The base price is 220 diamonds for a single treasure hunt, and then there is a discounted rate of almost 2000 diamonds for 10 treasure hunts, and almost 6000 for 30 treasure hunts. The rate between 10 and 30 treasure hunts is actually the same. No matter which number of treasure hunts is chosen, even if we get them one by one, we are guaranteed to obtain a purple battle scar after 10 hunts and 20 hunts, and orange after 30. There is no random chance to obtain any of those sooner, and all the other battle scars will be of green or blue quality. After over 10,000 attempts, it seems that about 21% battle scars were blue, and the remaining 79% were green. Of course, excluding the guaranteed purples and oranges. We can do at most 100 treasure hunts a day in each treasure zone by using diamonds, and this limit is of course of no consequence except for the highest spenders. On top of the above options, there is a new item available to us, and that is the treasure hunt permit. You can see it near the top of the screen. It allows us to attend the treasure hunt, and using it does not count toward the 100 daily hunt limit. The treasure hunt permits can be found in the mystical store, where we can buy 5 permits for 750 diamonds, up to 2 times a day. This is a discounted rate of about 24% in comparison with a standard 10 hunt for diamonds, or over 30% in comparison with a single hunt price. There is also a number of free and discounted permits available to us in the introductory event, but this will be covered in another video. Regarding those treasure hunt permits, you might want to save those and spend them on a treasure hunt zone that feels the most relevant to you. So if you have either stronghold or rampart formations, then you would want to use them in the battle for the divine sword zone, since it gives you battle scars that specifically buff those factions. Now I'll just make some sample pools here, just 10 of them. 9 greens, 1 blue, 1 purple, once again 7 greens, 2 blues, 1 purple, 9 greens, 1 blue, 1 orange, and that's really how it goes. Just 1 purple or orange if it's after 30, and 9 greens and blues. After we obtain some battle scars by finding treasure, we can return to the main screen and activate them just by clicking at them. I am not activating all of the battle scars I gained, because that would make testing of new units somewhat difficult if the bonuses were not completely balanced. In fact, it is already going to be slightly more difficult because I had to upgrade some battle scars just to know the upgrade cost and start increments. There are 2 more aspects of the battle scar that I would like to talk about. And the first one is smelting. If we use our daily treasure hunts, we should be able to obtain all green battle scars at 0 rank within a month, and all blue ones in half a year or so. This is of course subject to some randomness. Now, within a year, all green battle scars could be at rank 6, at which point we have no further use for them, and once they do reach rank 6, the game allows us to smelt them. We can turn 3 surplus green battle scars into 1 blue battle scar essence, and after collecting 3 of those blue battle scar essences, we can get 1 random blue battle scar with a small chance for a purple one. It works similarly for the blue battle scars. Once we have a 6-star battle scar, we can use 4 blue battle scars to obtain one purple battle scar essence. And then we can use 4 purple battle scar essences to obtain a random purple battle scar with a small chance of obtaining orange. And finally, if by some miracle we obtain a 6-star purple battle scar, we can also smelt the additional items we have, and we can exchange 5 purple battle scar pieces for 1 orange battle scar essence, and with 5 orange battle scar essences we can synthesize a random orange battle scar. So we basically need 9 green battle scars to exchange for 1 blue, 16 blue battle scars to obtain 1 purple, and 25 purple to obtain 1 orange. Note again that you can only smelt battle scar once it reaches rank 6, so it's not really feasible to think about smelting purple and orange ones, unless you are a very high spender. For those interested, by using only 3 treasure hunts, the current blue battle scars could be maxed within 4 to 5 years, while gathering all purple ones would take 2 years or so. The last one is by no means guaranteed, because the distribution of purple battle scars does not seem even, and I only had 41 out of 42 purple battle scars after 10,000 treasure hunts, which is over 27 years of free pulls and 2 million diamonds. At this point, I was also missing 7 out of 68 oranges, while having multiple, sometimes 12 copies of others. So while distribution of greens and blues in the vortex of time zone is more or less equal, it is not the case for purples and oranges. The final feature of the battle scar system are the sets. After collecting specific battle scars from 2 to 5 per set, we are able to activate sets that provide additional bonuses. The sets are split between 5 stories that correspond to 5 treasure hunt zones: Battle for the Divine Sword, Magic and the Black Dragon, Battle of Restoration, Freedom and Order, Silence of the Wild. And each such story contains 9 sets. There is one additional story, Lofty Tribute, but each of the 4 sets is missing at least 1 artifact and cannot be completed at the moment. So these are the artifacts that are not available in any of the treasure hunt zones, and they might be available at a later time or via some events. I cannot be sure at the moment. In any case, the sets give various bonuses like unit attack HP percentage, damage or damage reduction against specific faction or class, defense, attack speed, elemental magic damage resistance and amplification, critical hit and tenacity, block and pierce, critical hit damage and critical hit damage reduction, break defense, dodge and accuracy, and shield. Note that only 7 out of 45 sets don't require purple or orange battle scars, so it might be difficult to activate many of them. Moreover, sets from a single story are not necessarily limited to battle scars originating from the corresponding zone. In fact, there are many cross-zone battle scars that make achieving the sets difficult. This applies specifically to orange battle scars. However, if you do manage to activate them, they provide nice general bonuses that apply to all your units. Also, and this mainly applies to green and blue sets, so the ones only consisting of green and blue battle scars. If each of the battle scars in the set reaches rank 6, then the set can be awakened and its bonuses doubled. So here we have an example of a set that normally gives 15% unit attack and HP, but since both of these battle scars are at rank 6, I can awaken it to provide 30% bonus instead. Within this set subsystem, there are also additional bonuses called fragments of memory, and they usually appear in sets 1, 4, 6, 7, and then 8 or 9. And they can only be activated if their corresponding set is active. This is where you find a fragment of memory, and apart of activating the set, there is also some other activation condition for those fragments. At the first set, it's usually owning 6 units of a specific faction. In this case, for Magic and the Black Dragon, it's 6 tower units and 6 dungeon units. And then each of these crystals can be activated for a 5% unit damage and unit damage reduction for here tower and here dungeon. That's what usually happens at level 1, at set 1, that the fragment of memory gives a 5% unit damage reduction bonus for a given faction. At set 4, the activation condition usually depends on the number of weapons and grants all units unit damage or unit damage reduction. Then at 6 or 7, they provide some unique skills for each faction. It's actually pretty interesting for Castle. Here, once you own 7 Castle 6-star units, it can increase penetration of Castle units by 200, and this effect is doubled when in high morale. And when, for example, for Inferno, also by owning 6-star Inferno units, it increases critical hit damage of Inferno faction by 15%, and the effect is doubled when attacking enemy units inflicted with burn. Now, the problem is that you have to activate sets of mostly orange artifacts, so it's not going to be easy. Oh, here is one blue. And yeah, the castle set might be actually easier than others, since it requires only 2 orange components, but since we gain them randomly, there is little control over here. Finally, at set 8 or 9, it depends on the particular story, we have one more fragment of history to activate, and it usually depends on the level of a premium orange artifact. And here, having power of the Dragon Father at +2 allows us to obtain 6 air attack and air defense for all our units. And it is similar for other stories and other premium artifacts. In summary, this is one more feature that allows us to spend diamonds for additional power surge. The individual bonuses are not particularly strong at first, but they do add up, and most importantly, do not require any additional resource to upgrade. Activating the sets can also result in a good overall upgrade, of course with some difficulties in gathering the orange and purple pieces. Most players will prefer to depend on their daily free pool for a steady income of battle scars. In this way, they can obtain 2 purple battle scars and 1 orange within a month, which seems to be a nice and steady increase. And on top of that, they should have more or less all blue battle scars in half a year or so, and all maxed green battle scars in about a year. In the end, it looks complicated, but nice, and I hope that we'll enjoy this new system. Thank you for listening. Have fun and stay safe.